Everyone, David here. Just going to talk a little bit more about some ASL, and now I'm going to talk about some of the more obscure things you can get. So we're looking here at the second edition rulebook. The edition shown before in my previous videos was the first edition, but also you get this here, which is the pocket edition. You need a pretty big pocket for it, but it's a soft cover. Has everything that's in this one, except for the charts and tables, which are of course necessary. So anyway, let's look at some of the components that I also have. Here we have Solitaire Asl. This is the second edition, which was put up by Multiman Publishing. The first edition was by Asl. This allows you to play Squad Leader by itself. Didn't have scenarios, had missions. I'm playing one right now. I've gone through 2 or 3 missions with my company, and it's like a campaign game in which your company can improve over time, depending on its performance, or maybe you're going to take some losses. I've had a mixed bag. I've taken some casualties, and I've not had them all replaced. It's a different beast, but I like it. It's a good game. Next up, we have Deluxe ASL. Deluxe ASL Streets of Fire, which came out first, and then Hedgerow Hell, each with 4 boards for a total of 8. These came out in order to maximize their audience, because this was to appeal to people who played the little micro armor games. And the whole idea with the original Squad Leader was it was originally going to be a miniatures game. Of course, that's a very niche market compared to ASL. I mean, that's really small. So we end up with boards like this. Now, zooming in, we can see I put some models on there. I have here Panther 5G. I have here a Sherman M4 and a T-3485. One thing that came with this is the slightly different rules in Chapter J. For example, this Panther here, he can have wall advantage, but unlike the original game where he would automatically get it around all 3 of these hedgerows, in this game you only get it against 1 of the hedgerows. So you could end up in a situation like this, where both the Panther and the Sherman have a wall advantage. The Sherman, say, has this, and the Panther has that, as an example. Another thing that came out that was very popular are the Afv cards. Essentially, you had all the information on here that came out of Chapter H. You can put down little markers on there, and of course on the back you have a different, you have a 4C on this side, you have a 5G Panther on this side. For example, look at the armor factors. Armor factor front, hull, the hull, then the front, and the turret. So there you go. So you can see right there for the hull, 18 front. You know it's an inferior turret, so it's 14, but without having to look it up. Very popular. Other things that came out, starting over here with the Asl Annuals. And these are all the annuals that came out from Asl, along with the Asl Classic. It starts in 89, worked its way through to 97, after which Asl basically folded. Multiman Publishing picked up the reins, started with the Asl journals, and they're numbered 1, 2, 3, all the way up to the current one, right here, number 12. This one just came out, and they're full of scenarios. So what is an annual? It has articles, it has scenarios, and some of the original ones, funny enough, you got to see this. They actually have, where is it? Oh my. Anyway, they have Squad Leader scenarios, the original Squad Leader. And here we go. Squad Leader scenario A1 on the borderline. Look at that, no smoke exponents. What's going on? 447s, yeah, that's the same, but look at the leaders, the machine guns, that's the old Squad Leader. They actually had some. That was abandoned, I think, by 90 or 91. So there you go. Got a whole bunch of stuff. And yes, I have all of the annuals, and I have all of the journals, including the mini campaign games that came with some of these, and the extra counters and so forth. And now we come to Asl Classic. The idea here was to get from the Asl Company they put this, Doom Battalions available in spring '98. Oh, little did they know. But this thing here was basically taking some old articles and so forth, and just basically putting it in one spot. And look at, they got the scenarios A to H, J, sorry, and the T1 and the T6. Some of these have been updated since, but with guards, counterattack, tractor works, and so forth, we got some original squad leader scenarios that are classics among right by themselves, brought forward to ASL. So, got little notes, after action report, how to play them, what are some of the differences. We got replays, and they have this, the incremental infantry fire table. Some people swear by it, I don't. I use the original fire table. Some people swear by it, and that's fine. But the rules say that if one person wants to use the original fire table, that's what you use. And there you go. Guards Counterattack, ASL Scenario A, slightly different from the original. Special rules, just the wind. That's it. Great. So, see here we got some of the unique parts of ASL. Deluxe ASL has its own little following. Solitaire ASL has its own little following. And of course, with the journals and the annuals, you're getting all sorts of really good tips and scenarios and so forth. Speaking of the journal, I'll finish up with Raph's rules. This is out of Journal 12. I'm playing this tomorrow with our face-to-face. The DC conscripts are meeting up tomorrow. I'm going to be playing this tomorrow, and I think I'm going to be the Americans. So anyway, there you go. And I'll see if I can come up with another video. Thanks for watching.